P0300.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there any more codes? It says 4 codes.
P301.
Okay, go ahead.
P303.
Okay.
Triangles on.
Triangle there. Okay, so I think maybe part of the problem might be with the spark plugs need to be replaced because this car's got 270,000 miles on it, and the spark plugs have never been replaced. It's running a little bit rough and giving the misfire error codes 301, 303. So it doesn't look like it's easy to get to the spark plugs without disassembling a lot of stuff. Okay, because here is our spark plugs right down here under this relay thing. Okay. This one you could maybe almost get to, but all this stuff is in the way. You can't get to that. It's all above that. Okay, so I guess the first thing we're going to do is remove these windshield wipers, and these are 14 millimeters. And so we'll get these out of here. Okay, get those loosened up. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. So I guess that just comes right off then. I'll probably put these nuts back on here so we don't lose them. We'll take a look at this thing over here. Oh, not sure how to get to that one. The other video had so there's a cap over this. Oh, okay, I guess there's a plastic cap over that one. It's different than the other car. And supposedly this is a 14 millimeter also. And okay. Come on.
Let me get a light out here.
Oh, maybe.
Huh?
Maybe. Oh, come on. Have to pull that thing off. Okay, that spring was kind of bending it and causing it to torque, so I had to kind of push it down backwards to relieve some of the torque on this. And there we go. There is our other wiper. Okay.
I got a screwdriver in the back.
Okay, it looks like this is the push pin. Not sure how to get it out. Maybe pry it up or something. I don't know. I have to get a screwdriver. That one of the things that holds this cowling on here. You gotta take this cowling off so we can get. Oh, look at this. Okay, wow, this whole thing is kind of coming loose. Okay. Okay. Looks like there's rubber seal here. Most of this cowling comes up loose, like so. But it's held on with this one push pin back on this side. So I don't know if we can pry that up or not.
You want a screwdriver?
Yeah, let's see. Not sure how to pry that out. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll try a bigger screwdriver.
I don't know if I can come in from the side like this. Maybe come in from the side here. Oh.
That broke something off.
Okay.
May have to bolt it back on.
Well, I think that thing in the center just kind of held it tight. It like pushed in. I don't know where it went.
Yeah,
You have to pry that thing out of the center first, and then the push pin comes out. That lamp's gonna fall in a second. Okay, so now this whole plastic thing is free. It looks like. Okay. Take that guy out. There we go. Okay. And I don't know if we'll find that center of that push pin, but let me take the other one off on the other side. Okay, I guess we're able to pull this side up. And so that center part kind of pulls up. And maybe we can pry it up out of there now with a screwdriver. I don't know. There we go. So there's what our full push pin looks like. And I suspect we should be able to get this other part out of there. That pin out. Okay. But you gotta take that plastic thing off first, because then you can get to the bolts for this thing. You gotta take this thing off, because this thing is also above the spark plugs. And they said you gotta unplug the motor for the windshield wipers.
You gotta take this bolt out here?
I think so. I think you gotta take this whole assembly out. This whole assembly here. The motors and everything.
And a bolt there, and a bolt here, and a bolt here.
Let's see, I don't see the bolts. Is there a bolt? Oh yeah, there's a bolt. There. How many bolts is there?
I'm not sure it's ever going to go back together.
And there's a bolt there. And there's one in the corner here, and one down there. So maybe 4 bolts, maybe more. Okay. Okay, so it looks like these bolts are 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter seems to fit on there. And I would probably need to have 2 hands to do that one. And seems like there's several of them. We'll have to try to get those out.
What's that?
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, where'd you do with the other?
Here's the first one there. The second one was there. There seems to be another one back here. Try to loosen these up. Get these out of here. Okay, it looks like there's a couple bolts here in the corner. It's hard to get the ratchet on this one because this metal thing's in the way. Okay.
I got around
There's one more back
ratchet
there. Okay. Okay, this one I actually had to come in between these two because I couldn't get the ratchet on there straight. What a pain.
It'll be even harder to get it back in.
Yeah. But I haven't been able to get this one out yet because that one's behind that little metal piece. I don't know how to move that. Okay, I guess there was another screw here. There's 2 on this side. And this thing's holding it on as well above the motor. These are all 10 millimeters. Okay. Try to get that off. I still have that one screw that I can't get to over there.
I can't turn that with my finger.
Okay, so it looks like I got all the bolts out of there, including this thing, which is a different type of long bolt. Got a big washer on it. Okay. And except for that very, very corner one over there, which the wipers are actually in the way of. And I can't get a socket down there. Starting to round off the head, I think. Got a 6-point socket, trying to get it out. Let's see, this stupid wiper thing is in the way to get that last bolt out. Okay, it looks like I was able to get in there with a 1/4 inch, very thin ratchet, and get that bolt free. Okay. Okay, and it looks like there's one last bolt up over here. And I think that might be everything that's holding this whole thing in place. It should be, oh, we gotta undo this this connector also. There's a connector right there.
This cord here is fastened.
That was attached to it too.
Huh?
I think.
It's got some tie wraps.
Yeah.
They gotta be cut.
Oh, well maybe you can undo them from behind. It looks like there's some. You might be able to squeeze those with the pliers or something, and it will go through these tie wrap things. There's a connector right there. Okay, so undid all these connectors and these little flippy things that hold these wires into there. And I think this thing is now free to be removed. Okay. There we go.
Okay. I'm going to set it at the back of the truck.
Now, I think we have free reign to get at the spark plugs. Okay, very cool, huh? Okay, so here's our spark plugs and coils, and maybe I'll see if I can undo this clip thing and pull this wire out. Try to change the first spark plug. Looks like there's a release there. I might need a screwdriver to help pry this off because this is not coming off too well. Come on. Okay. Okay, here we go. Got one screwdriver to help pry that up a little bit, and then got another one. There we go. Just got this plug off. Okay. And I'll get a socket to pull this nut off. Looks like it is a 10 millimeter. Okay. So we'll loosen that one up. Oh, come on. Might need 2 hands to torque on that. And we'll see if we can get this off. Okay. Get this screw out of here. And holy cow. Here's the coil pack. The spark plug is like way down inside of there. Okay. Let me set this aside, and then we'll see if we can pull that spark plug out and change it. See if that helps. Okay, so they told me at the auto parts store that this is the right size, 5/8 inch. Of course, the drive is not important, right? Because you can put it on any size drive in principle. But that's what I'm using. Okay. Now it looks like you're going to need some kind of extender because that spark plug is way down there. Okay. Holy cow. And I gotta be careful. I want to put a hand here and a hand here, torque it on both sides when I try to pull that out because I don't want to break that spark plug off. See if we can get a new one in there. Okay. Okay, I got it loose. I'll just try to get it out of there now. Take a look at what this looks like. There we go. There's our spark plug. And it looks pretty bad. I don't know. I'll just replace all those and then put it back together and see if we're getting misfires, and then the error codes on the computer will tell us which cylinder it's on. If there is, then maybe I'll have to replace some coil packs too if still getting misfires after replacing this guy. Okay, we'll see. Okay, here's our new spark plug, and we'll just get it into our spark plug socket here, and it has a thing to hold it in place. And we'll get it down in the hole and tighten her up. Make sure she's not cross-threaded first. I'll do it hand tight, and then once it starts to get hard to turn, I will stick the ratchet on there. Okay. And tighten her up some more. Oh, reverse the direction. Okay. And there we go. Get that one good and tight, and then put the coil pack back on top. And go to the next. I want to replace all of them, then we'll test her out. Let's see if we're getting any more error codes. Okay, so I got the first cylinder in place, and I'm working on the second one now, getting the second spark plug out. Oh, oh come on. And there we go, there's number 2. Okay, very cool. Well, let's get the rest of them out of here and changed. Okay, we got number 2 back in place, and here's number 3. We're getting that one out right now. Actually, I'm putting the new one in. Okay. And I'll be done with this part soon. Okay, here we're getting our 4th spark plug out. And that's looking pretty bad. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well. Okay, there we go. We got all 4 of the spark plugs out, and I'll try to get this thing back together in here. Got our new spark plug in there. Got the coil pack on. Again, here's our coil pack. That guy goes right down over top of that. We gotta plug it in. This one's kind of hard to plug in because the plug is really close back here. Let's see if we can get the light on that. In fact, I might need to plug it in before I get this coil pack all the way inside, because it's not super easy to get that plug on there. Okay. Get that down, get the bolt in place, and that's our last one right there. Okay. Very cool. That's a 10mm again. Okay.